What's up, YouTube? Six shooter bringing you the Ruger SR9C chambered in 9mm. So let's go over some basics real quick. Um, this two-tone slide breaks down like a lot of pistols. You know, bring this back almost like a 1911, and then this little button right here on this side, you just push that out with a something plastic or whatever like that, and this piece pops out, and then just slide the slide right on off. Lots of videos online to be able to look at that. Side picture, not too bad. A little classic 3-dot. Let me get that lined up for you. 3-dot sights, and they're smaller in the back, but I find them to be fairly useful. Let's get a zoom at what that looks like in the back. When you pull the trigger, there's a trigger indicator. That little button that comes out in the dead center right there lets you know when I don't know what grade of use that would be, but it's there. Let's see what else. Ambidextrous safeties on this side and on this side, and so that's kind of like the general highlights of the pistol. Big long extractor arm here. So let's get into what comes with it. Comes with a 10 magazine grip with a pinky extension, and it also comes with the I believe it's a 17 mag with this extension here, which I believe is the standard for the just the standard SR9, which is common. It's very similar to what Springfield does with their XDMs. And what that looks like on the pistol is you can pop that in, and you've got a full-size looking SR9, and then you can break this down, and then you've got a smaller concealable with a little pinky grip. Now they also give you the flat plate, and I bought a third magazine that has a flat plate on it, and that's what that looks like. So in terms of hand size, I've got fairly large hands. It's not very big. I'm going to give a comparison with the Nano here in just a bit. But in terms of ergonomics, it's got this, big, I guess you'd call it a beaver tail, but big loop here, and these have some curvature to it. So you can see right here that the hand grooves fit in there really nice. It almost like reminds me of a Browning. And that it feels really comfortable. And let me get to the cut to the chase here. Well, the best thing about this gun, and it is cleared, is the trigger. Lord have mercy. I mean, it's got a classic safety, but if you watch my hand, it's very light, very lightweight. So when I pull back, it starts to break about right there, and it's very short, and it doesn't take much to bring it back. Now this pistol does have this the safety, and if I was concealing this with this light of a trigger, I would definitely put it on safety. And I've been looking for a gun like this for a while, this crossover, because it seems like all the concealed carry are either hammer fired double action, or like the Nano striker fire, but the trigger is really heavy. And that's great for being safe and not having it, purposely pulled. But, single actions, you always have to have a safety on it. Well, here's one that's right in the middle. And I would definitely have that safety on if I was carrying this and get in the habit of training that. But I went to the range and put about 300 rounds through it in one sitting. I shot other pistols as well, but let me tell you something. The recoil on this is very smooth, and it's easy to get back on target, and I was insanely accurate. Now, I like the Nano a lot, but I shot this a lot better. From first go, my patterns at 7 and 12 yards were, 3 inches in diameter. I mean, it was really dead on. These sights are adjustable, by the way, for windage, and then you loosen this, and you can, you can raise this up for elevation and move this over for windage. So that's a pretty nice feature. When comparing it to the Nano here, let's get these mags out of the way. Here's your Nano, no magazine in it, cleared. It's definitely longer. So if I hold it up here in the back, that's probably the only spot that it really loses anything, is the length. In terms of height, they're fairly close. Here's the Ruger back here, and you can look at the thicknesses. The difference, one of the biggest differences, the Nano has a single stack, and so you get a little thinner of a gun. You can probably tell that by looking at it from this angle here. But the con to it all is, you only get 6, or this. I really don't care for their extended mag. This seems kind of last minute-ish. It just doesn't look as well as some that have a nice little pinky extension on there. But certainly, in my opinion, it's thinner and a little more concealable. And for anybody out there that's kind of new to concealed weapons, every little inch or millimeter makes a difference. It really does. When you're trying to tuck this in your pocket, I mean, if you got cargo pants, I mean, you kind of get away with a lot. But if you're trying to put even this Beretta, which is smaller, in your back pocket with a pocket holster, it's pretty thick. And so these are on the biggest end of what I consider to be concealed carry. But so anyway, I shot both of them and went back and forth, and I honestly, I really gravitated towards the Ruger. Now that's kind of one of the reasons why I bought it. And that trigger is just wonderful. I mean, it's just to do a comparison. The trigger on this Nano, you've got to really come back, and you can't really stick your finger in it like this. You've really got to pull pretty hard, and it comes all the way to the back for the brake. I'll do that one more time so you can actually get a good see of it. And it's heavier. It's not awful, but it's just heavier. Where the Ruger, it's really lightweight. You see me just bounce it right here. There's not much take up, and it's just a quick, short, crisp fire. I mean, it's really amazing. So anyway, let's see what else. Double springs inside. I'll go ahead and do a takedown for you so you can actually see it. So I'll just use like a little marker and just push on that, and then get in there and pop that guy out. And there's a little extractor here. It's kind of goofy, but they say to reach in there and kind of push this thing down with your finger. Let me make sure I take a good look at it, and then pull it forward. Yeah, it's right there. You'll see that little extractor sticking out right there, and you just kind of push it down with your finger, and then bring the slide off. So this is what it looks like, the frame on the inside. Kind of a standard double spring mechanism here. Here's your firing pin safety up in that spot, and then to put it back together, you just slide it back on, bring it back, and then reach in there and raise the extractor. And this is what the pin looks like, and it only goes on one way. So you just kind of pop that in there, and then there you go. It does have a rail system on the front. You can put a small flashlight or a laser, or whatever whatever you wish. But anyway, long story short, I'm very impressed with this gun. I like the Nano a lot. I always have, and it it does feel a little kind of like there's a heavier weight on the top. It feels a little more top heavy, but very effective concealed carry weapon. This one, there's more of a balance, and it actually feels lighter, even though it's bigger. It feels lighter than the Beretta. I'm sure once you get 10 shells in there, that's going to be add a lot of weight to it. But But anyway, long story short, for just pure size, I'd say that goes to the Beretta. It is smaller and it's thinner and a little easier to conceal, and so that's where it champions out. But for overall accuracy, the ability to do 2 or 3 shots and get back on, this Ruger does it beats it, and the ability that you've got even your concealed carry magazine has 10, which is 4 more than the standard single slots. One thing I do want to close on is when I was shooting the Beretta today, and I do, it's a good weapon, but it has a tendency that there's a little bit more muzzle flip to it, and so when you're coming back down and trying to get on sight, it's popping up. The Ruger does not do that. It's just a little, barely a little raise, and I was shooting the exact same ammo through both of them, so very impressed. I like it a lot, and if you guys, I don't think you go wrong with choosing either one. But if you want a little bit larger size, go with that Ruger. It's a really nice weapon. So anyway, hope this is beneficial, useful. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll either post another video or answer what you need to know. Take care. Have fun shooting.